I went from 200 subscribers to over 1,000 subscribers kind of overnight. Here's how it happened. Coffee chat number 9 with Phoenix. Welcome, glad you're here. Today we are chatting about my YouTube journey thus far. June 18th of 2023, I posted my first video to this channel, The Tattooed Piano Teacher. And my first video was my story, I guess, kind of. So I'm Phoenix, I'm the Tattooed Piano Teacher, and here's my story. Okay, how do I start? Okay, so this is my first video on this channel. And I don't know why I feel so nervous, but I'm showing up and I'm here. I'm glad you're here too. It wasn't really my story, but it was like why I'm making this channel, I guess. So over the last 11 months, this YouTube channel has become kind of a major part of my life, let's be honest. It didn't start out that way. It wasn't my original intention. You see, I was really excited to make my own digital products for piano teachers and sell them on Teachers Pay Teachers. And that was like idea number 1. My side hustle, my additional income, my way to make money during the day so I didn't have to just teach at night. That was the first thing that sparked my interest in like doing something besides teaching piano lessons. So I started researching how to do that because if Phoenix is gonna do something, Phoenix is gonna do something. Like I do all the research, read all the books before I take that first step because I like to be over-prepared. That is the sort of person that I am. And in researching, everybody said you need some way to promote your products on Teachers Pay Teachers. You can't just throw them up there and sell them. Some people suggested starting a blog to reach your target audience, and then you can throw in helpful tips for them, some free resources, and then every so often, oh, by the way, I sell these things. And then another suggestion was a YouTube channel, again, geared towards your ideal audience, where you're like giving them helpful hints and helping them lesson plan or whatever. And then here's a product you can also buy if you want. So originally, I was going to be a TPT seller with a blog to promote my products. That was the original plan. And then I decided, well, if I'm going to be writing blog posts, then why not just make some YouTube videos as well? And then I started to get excited about the whole YouTube thing. So then I took a little bunny trail from researching TPT selling and blogging to the YouTube world. And that's when I started to go, okay, I could actually do this like YouTube thing. This actually sounds really fun. And then I started to think, okay, it would be stupid to start a YouTube channel or I'm just like sharing little tips with piano teachers. And then I'm like, buy my worksheets. Like, I don't want to do that. If I'm going to do YouTube, I'm going to do YouTube because, again, that's how Phoenix operates. So I started thinking, okay, who is my audience here? Piano teachers, obviously. But, like, who am I speaking to? So my original thought was I can talk to people who are interested in teaching piano or are kind of doing it as a very new hobby, but don't really know what to do to start it as a business. So I can help them start their studio as an actual business. And my other thought was, ooh, and we can start like a positive, encouraging community of piano teachers, which is like the thing I've always wanted but never been able to quite find. So with all of that in mind, I sat down to record my first video. It seems a little surreal that was actually less than a year ago because I feel like so much has happened in the last year. Now, here's what I didn't do right, I think. I started a YouTube channel, a TPT store, a blog, and all the social media accounts, all at the same time, basically. Like April, May, June, started all of that. Why did I not just pick one thing and get really good at it and then add another thing? I don't know. I just wanted to do all the things, so I did all the things. And that has made it a little bit tricky to balance everything. However, I have learned a ton along the way, and I feel like I am meeting some super cool people on YouTube. Out of all the things that I've done, YouTube is the place where I am making connections with other people. So this is a place where I feel like the time and effort I'm putting in is rewarded. Not so much monetarily, but from a deeper rewarding experience perspective. I get the nicest comments from people, and people are like, we could get coffee if we lived closer to each other. It's just been all the warm fuzzies here on YouTube. And so I'm so glad that I decided to include this in my conglomeration of new ventures. So here we are today, and the channel is really sort of diverse and probably should be like 3 different channels. But here's my general content plan as of now. Once a month, we do this coffee chat. We sit down, we chat about piano teacher topics and that sort of thing. I usually do 4 piano teacher topic, more formal videos, one of which is a piano method review every month. So every Monday, let's say you're getting the piano teacher content. And then once or twice a month, usually later in the week, I'll throw out like a piano teacher side hustle video, usually related to Teachers Pay Teachers, maybe Etsy. So that's kind of the topics that are being discussed on the channel right now. As of today, we're going to get the live stats here. As of right now, my channel has 1,454 subscribers. And to be honest, I went from 200 subscribers to over 1,000 subscribers kind of overnight. And here's how it happened. I had this idea for a video, and I almost didn't make it because I thought that no one would be interested in it, and I had no idea what to call it. But kind of on a last-minute whim, I added it to my recording schedule for that day. I always give my videos nicknames. I gave this one the nickname of Bridge. And that's just what I called it in my head. And I thought, if I do decide to post it, I guess I'll come up with a title, a snazzy little thumbnail for it later on. So maybe you already know what video I'm talking about, or maybe you don't. But here is the thumbnail of the video that currently has, let's get real-time results here, 46,041 views. So I'm calling that viral for me. It's probably not technically. I think you have to get like millions of views in order for something to be called viral. But compared to like the average of 1 to 300 views that I get on most of my videos, we're gonna go ahead and call that viral. Okay, so do you wanna know which video it was? Here's the thumbnail of the video that went quote unquote viral. Why so many students quit at level 3. Okay, so the premise of this video was kind of this, like, I thought I was going to be talking to a pocket of piano teachers, probably piano teachers that used Piano Adventures because I threw it on the thumbnail along with that. And it was basically like talking about that bridge from the end of level 3 going into level 4, where a lot of students kind of fall off, where we lose them. Usually they're in middle school, or if they were a late starter, they might even be going into high school at that point. Their lives are getting busy. So the whole premise of the video is like how to support them, what challenges they're facing during that time, kind of like in the level 3B of the Piano Adventures, or the equivalent of another series. So that's what the video is about. So I refer to that time as the 3-4 bridge, like the bridge between level 3 and level 4, because they're kind of like passing from the elementary, the late elementary, into the early intermediate, okay? So I don't even know why I called it this, because it's so clickbaity. None of my other videos are this clickbaity, but then again, none of my other videos have gotten 50,000 views, so go figure. And that title was clickbaity enough and general enough that YouTube started showing it to piano players, like learners. So people that were like teaching themselves, or were taking lessons currently, or even some piano parents, along with piano teachers too. But YouTube was like showing it to a wider audience than my videos normally get. And I'm not sure exactly how the algorithm works, but it picked that video up and the views skyrocketed over the course of like a week. And my subscriber count just went up by like hundreds a day. That's very exciting. I mean, that's the dream, right? So like if you start a YouTube channel, you're doing it because you want people to see your videos. You're doing it because you want lots of subscribers. You're doing it because you want to get monetized and get paid for your time and effort. But when it happens that suddenly, the fear of being seen is so real. I almost didn't want to open my YouTube dashboard over the course of that week. And I for sure didn't want to look at the comments. But like every new subscriber, I was just having some major imposter syndrome. I kept thinking these people are not going to like any of my other videos. These people subscribed by mistake. These people are going to be mad and comment bad things on my other videos. My videos aren't good enough. I'm not good enough at this yet. I don't know how to edit videos. The audio and visual quality is not up to snuff for 50,000 people to be seeing this. Like, I just wanted to crawl under a rock. I wanted to like shut the channel down, to be honest. I mean, like, part of me was really excited. Obviously, it's exciting. And just like that, over the course of like a week, maybe 2 weeks, I was over 1,000 subscribers. And like, that's if you know about YouTube, you know that is the first milestone you want to get to, because you need 1,000 subscribers in order to be monetized, which means when people watch or skip over ads before or during or after your videos, you get a cut of that ad revenue. But I never imagined that I would skip from 230 subscribers to like 1,200 overnight. So that was crazy. And it was a little too much for me. So the comments were like, there was like hundreds of comments. And I try to read every comment and answer back to the ones I feel like I have something relevant to say to. I love all your comments. Seriously, I get the nicest comments. But on that particular video, because it got out there so fast, the comments were out of control. And they were like people saying things like, one person said, you know, any piano teacher who is using any method book is an idiot and you should quit lessons right away, or something to that effect, like really extreme opinions and stuff like that. And there's a lot of people that are like, the reason your students are quitting is Piano Adventure sucks. I hate those books. They're so boring. And things like that. So it got a little extreme. But surprisingly, like, I didn't get any like hate comments against me, really. Like, no one was like, your hair is dumb. Why are you on here? You know, which I would kind of expect. But I kind of learned two things from that one little viral video. One is that the higher an influencer gets, and this goes for like celebrities and politicians, like the higher you rise, the more people don't see you as a human. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people will just say anything being a celebrity and like going on Twitter and searching up your own name. Horrible. Like, I don't think I would want that. But it's a reality of becoming a YouTuber. Like, if you follow the dream and you get a lot of views, you start getting like hundreds of thousands of views on your videos, then people are going to say crap about how you look, how you talk. They're going to point out every little thing wrong with you and what you said and everything like that, because you've risen high enough that they don't think of you as a person with feelings anymore. And I think we all do that to a certain extent. So that's an interesting phenomenon that I guess I really haven't experienced at its fullest, but I got a little taste of that on that video. And then the second epiphany I had is that, honestly, I am lucky to just have like the nicest people commenting on my videos. When I open up the comments on a general basis, like maybe that video aside, but all my other videos, the comments I get are so kind. They're like, this was so helpful. I think that you're great. I would have coffee with you. Thank you so much for posting this. Like, it's just heartwarming to read my comments. I absolutely love it. I set aside time when I'm at a Starbucks every Tuesday afternoon, and I read through all my comments and all my emails and respond to everything, and it's just wonderful. But right now, it's like I have so few comments that I'm able to give each one the individual attention it deserves. So someday there's gonna come a point when I can't respond to every email and every comment, and that's gonna be a little sad. If I'm getting hundreds of comments a day in the future, how will I do that? Do you hire someone to answer them? Do you just ignore them? Do you just pick a couple to answer? I'm not sure, but that feels a little sad to me. So I do appreciate
the close-knit community that we have so far. And I hope that that kindness and connection can grow in an organic way. So let's talk about how that one video got me to monetization very quickly. So my channel was monetized, let's go ahead and say like 10 months after I started it, which is, I think, pretty good. So when I reached the 1,000 subscriber mark, I was not automatically monetized. Here's how it works. YouTube requires that you have 2 criteria met before you are monetized. One is the 1,000 subscriber mark. The other is 4,000 hours of watch time over the last 365 days. So after I hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, nothing changed. I had to wait until my channel got 4,000 watch hours. And it was so close for a long time. It was at like 3,800 for like a week or something like that. But the nice thing is that one video that went viral, that one kept getting views and views and views. And so really the monetization, I really have that one video to thank for that. So if you watched that video all the way through, thank you, because you helped me get my watch hours. So yes, the channel is now monetized. And currently I am making on average $1 a day from ads. So if you see ads before, during, or after my videos and they annoy you, I am sorry. But they give me a tiny little kickback for my efforts, and that is very nice. So I'm hoping that that monetization will rise a little bit as I get more views. Right now, I am probably making like pennies on the hour for my efforts making, editing, posting, commenting, and all the things related to YouTube. So it's not like it's bringing in a real income yet, but there is hope for the future. So that is exciting. Now, while I'm not really looking to repeat the success of that one video, because like I said, it felt very uncomfortable, and I don't think that most of the views came from my quote unquote target audience, which would be speaking to piano teachers. I do have a video coming out very soon that also has a little bit of a clickbaity title, let's say. I'm not gonna give away what it is. Maybe discover it, see if you can figure out which one it is, and see if it baits you into clicking. It's not the reason that I'm posting the video. Like, the topic is something that I just want to share and I think will be helpful for piano teachers. But I have a feeling that maybe that video might get a little bit more views because of the like slightly shocking title and thumbnail. I don't know, we'll see. So see if you spot it when it's posted on my channel and click on it and see if you are disappointed or not. Hopefully you won't be. Now, the interesting thing about the video that went viral is that in that video, I mention my piano method comparison chart, which requires that you subscribe to my email list in order to get the free chart. So my email subscribers also went up from like maybe 50, I can't remember. And then all of a sudden I get this bill from ConvertKit for $29. And I was like, what is this? I am on the free plan. And they were like, hey, you went over 300, 400 subscribers or whatever. So now we get to bill you every month. And I was like, oh, okay. So now I have all of these new subscribers, and I know that many of them are not piano teachers. They are piano learners who wanted the chart, which is totally cool. But now I'm like having this imposter syndrome again, because I'm like, what do I send these people? So I like spent an entire day thinking out my email strategy. And in order to like compartmentalize people so that they weren't getting emails they didn't care about, I decided to send everyone like this form that they would fill out, like which ones are you interested in? So I'm hoping that I'm actually sending out emails that are helpful to people and that they care about, but I feel a little bit nervous that people are going to be getting emails that don't really apply to them. Anyways, any feedback you have on that is greatly appreciated if you are on my email list. And if you're not, I'll leave that link down below as well. I send an email every Wednesday, and then I just mark with the tags of piano teachers, piano learners, TPT people, people who like piano methods. Like, I have all these categories. So basically you just let me know which categories you're interested in, and then I only select the categories that apply to the content of that email so that it's going out to people who hopefully care about it. So that's how I'm handling the email thing. But that's been a whole nother thing. So now I'm paying like $30 a month for this email, and my email list is not really bringing in any money because I'm not like trying to sell people a course or anything like that. It's one of those things where like I could see it turning into a part of the income of this business. And I definitely find it a very, very important way to connect with people and build that community. So I don't want to quit the email list. I'm just like, right now I'm basically paying money just to talk to people once a week. So is it worth it? But I'm going to stick with it in the hopes that eventually it will turn into that community that I think we're all here for. So if you are a YouTuber yourself, and if you are not monetized yet, and you feel like your channel is growing just ever so slowly, and like no one's really watching what you're putting out there, hang in there, my friends. Hang in there. Things can happen pretty quickly, and you never know. It could be the video that you almost don't post. It can be the one that you throw together. It can be the one that you never think is going to be interesting. You just don't know, and you can't predict how the algorithm will show your videos to the peoples. So hang in there. I think consistency is key. The more times you post to YouTube, the more chances the algorithm has to pick something up. If we were all had the time and energy to post 3 times a week, I bet all of our channels would grow very quickly. But you can only do what you can do. But definitely post at least once a week if you are trying to grow your YouTube channel, because you never know which video will be the one to pop off. And if you have a YouTube channel specifically about piano or music or teaching, you can leave a little comment below. I would love to visit your channel, and I would love to be one of your subscribers. So just give us a little blip about what your channel is about in the comments, and we can all subscribe to each other and give each other love and support. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all, and you are the reason that I am excited to open up my YouTube dashboard every morning. So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting. And thank you for being a part of this journey with me. All right, cheers. And if you're one of those people that's too good for coffee, it's not healthy, so you drink green tea instead, thanks. Go ahead and judge us all. Thanks. That's great.